Welcome to Meet the Huskies. I'm Max Steigoff, and in today's episode, you'll hear from Brandon Betancourt, Tanner Passvogel, Devin Fitzpatrick, Jake Mant, and Riley Vanek. So, let's meet the Huskies.
Kind of a little maybe unorthodox. It's changed over the years from high school to college. I don't know, I feel like I'm a little more of a scrambler than most, and then sometimes fast, sometimes not really sure. It's different every time.
Mine's pretty funky. I'm pretty good at counterattacks, and I just like to get after it.
I try to push the pace as much as I can, be aggressive, always trying to move my hands and feet and set up some kind of offense, and like to scramble a lot too if it comes to that. Don't try to force them, but when I get into them, I don't mind scrambling a lot.
I'd say my wrestling style was built around an offense, to be offensive at all times. And through high school, I kind of developed a stay busy mindset to always be doing something and to never let my opponent rest.
My wrestling style is real tough, just gritty, getting down to it, just being tough. That's pretty much what it comes down to.
To hunt, fish, pretty much anything outdoors.
Favorite thing to do outside of wrestling would probably just be play video games, watch TV. Pretty boring.
Definitely just bum around in my basement with my buddies and hang out with them because we got two houses right by each other in the team, so we just always hanging out together.
When I'm not wrestling, it's either relaxing, like Devin said, just hanging out with my friends, enjoying company, and also I'm super big into fitness, nutrition, and like strength and conditioning, so I like that kind of stuff.
My favorite thing to do outside of wrestling would probably play some Fortnite with the homies back home, or Black Ops, Modern Warfare, for sure.
Probably be on my feet, definitely a sweep single or outside single, and then probably top, hopefully a bent leg or some tilts.
Go-to move is double overthrow.
I'd say my go-to move would be head snaps or heavy hands to either a high crotch or a double leg. So.
Definitely Isaiah Orpeza, because he gets to eat and lift, and that's it. Life.
Would it be? I don't know, I definitely would want to steal some of Colton's top skills. Pretty good riding on top. I'm kind of lazy when it comes to that.
If I had to pick a wrestler on this team, I'd probably have to pick James Plesky.
I'd probably be Poe.
Oh, if I wanted to be another wrestler, I might be Poe, because he's real chill and laid back. He seems like he has no worries in the world. He's got a mean duck too, so I would want that.
Because he's at my weight and I can relate to that. I have some evidence. But why? I would have to say because he's always on his offense. He doesn't seem like he has to try even. He's just so smooth. He's really slick on his feet, and he's super good on bottom, which is an area that I could get a lot better at. So
He's just a solid wrestler. Just gaining more team chemistry and hopefully going back at it and getting some more national titles and some wins.
I look forward to wrestling, just getting matches in, winning a national title, team title, individual title, all of it.
I think we got a pretty good team this year, and I think we can really be one of the best team maybe in program history, put up a lot of points, and dominate throughout the whole year as long as we stay consistent. So I'm just excited to see how things shape out and see if we can, be the best team in St. Cloud history.
I'm looking forward to just the bonds I make with my teammates and just the memories we're gonna make and getting another natty title, for sure.
My high school coach is probably the biggest. His name was Chris Koob. He coached me through like 4th grade on, so he's always just been my main coach.
Travis right now, he's been a good influence on me. Been helping me out in and out of the room and making sure I'm doing the best that I can.
Oh, well, actually my dad as a coach definitely was my biggest impact as a wrestler and a person, not just because of father stuff, but he was really good at teaching me how to work hard and earn, you know, things, and taught me that things aren't just handed to you, you gotta earn them. So definitely my dad, he's helped me the most throughout the way.
I'd have to say my high school coach growing up, 7th through my 10th grade year, actually, I think is when he retired, but he had 31 years. It was Joel Viss. He was a team that coached up Chatfield's wrestling from the ground up. They were really struggling, but through his 20th to 30th year or whatever, we started to get really well, and we won our first team title. And I guess I just had a big influence from him because he was a Marine, so he was always mentally tough. And also he was just really personable, and you could relate to most of the wrestlers on our team, no matter their background, in a really nice way. So that had a big impact on my life as a wrestler.
Coach that had a big impact on me was probably my JUCO coach, Paul Keesaw. He just taught me my style, just being tough and just keep going, having a good mindset.
My brother forced me in wrestling when I was in like 1st grade, so.
I got started, I saw a flyer when I was in elementary school for the club team for my school, and I just went for it. I brought it home and I was like, I want to try it out.
I started in 1st grade. I loved WWE, and my uncle wrestled, so I thought it was gonna be like WWE, so that's how I started.
I can't really remember a day where I just decided to wrestle, but I think it was just, I went to practice one day and my parents brought me. I was always a 3-sport athlete, so like Devin, I also enjoyed WWE growing up, so I was always doing that and watching it. So it's kind of just a mashup of a whole bunch of things, and then it just kind of sparked, so.
I got started wrestling, watching WWE with my brother, wrestling in the living room, making pads on the ground of the furniture and slamming him, for sure. Shout out Rey Mysterio.
I don't know, it was a lot of just the big college guys like Kyle Dake, David Taylor, just growing up around them. Didn't watch much college wrestling until I was in like 8th or 9th grade and get really big into it until then.
That's a tough one. I really like Kyle Snyder when he was just been watching him since his Olympic run. That's been crazy.
A big wrestler I looked up to when I was younger was Jason Ness, because he went to a camp, actually 2 camps I went to, he was there, and I just kind of always liked his wrestling style and watching him. And then as I grew older, it kind of turned into, now I really enjoy watching Kyle Dake wrestle.
I wasn't a big watching like wrestling, but I'd watch a lot of WWE, and Rey Mysterio is my guy for sure.
Just the things you learn, not only just the sport itself, but the things you learn from it, like respect and just hard work in general.
Gives me a good sense of self, kind of makes me who I am, and I like winning, and it's something I'm good at. I can't really play other sports. Don't have the hand-eye coordination for those ones.
Why do I love wrestling? I don't know, I just love being able to work hard, put in the work, and then see the results because of that. You don't really get to see that in other sports because it's a team aspect, so the team can drag you down or build you up, but wrestling's just all on you, so it's my favorite thing about it.
Wrestling and me have a love-hate relationship because I love it because no matter how hard you try, there's always a guy that's going to take you down or try to make you better, and that's pretty cool. That's why I enjoy it. You can't really be content in wrestling no matter how good you are. There's always someone that's going to be able to take you down or beat you, so that's why I love it. It's never staying in the same spot. It's always improving yourself. So
I love wrestling because it just teaches you things that you can't get anywhere else. Just determination and how hard it is, the work ethic.
And with that, we will wrap up episode 2 of Meet the Huskies.